Hello, everybody. This is the fourth consecutive VR on the channel. This one's for John at 3D80s Kid. I told you a couple videos ago, I like to honor each VR with its own video. Probably not necessary. It's just how I do things. John and I have a lot in common. We're both from the Pacific Northwest. We're both dads to 3 kids. We both collect vintage cards. We're both born in 1974, so it's cool. It's cool. All good stuff.
Well, isn't that special?
3 things I'm obsessive about. There's not a lot of things I'm obsessive about. I'm terrible at finishing projects. My cases don't even match. I got one black and one wood tone. Clearly, I don't care about slab grading companies or even slabbed at all. Just all over the place. That's what the chaos is all about. But there's a few things that I would consider myself sort of obsessive about. Number one's the only one I feel really passionately about. The others are sort of like, yeah, I prefer things this way. So the first one is how horizontal cards are presented when they're presented vertically. So an example would be, here's a vertical card presented vertically. That's how you would look at a card. Yeah. Here's another one. Simple card. I just grabbed cards that were handy. Okay. Here's a horizontal card presented vertically the correct way, tilted to the left. And here is one that is backwards. This is wrong. If you are loading a card in a top loader and it's turned this way, you're doing it wrong. And I will not negotiate on that.
Relax, dude.
Now, very simple. Eddie, you just turn it around. You take it out of the top loader and you turn it around and you take a deep breath and you relax because it's just a card. Well, I agree most of the time. No big deal. The issue is when you go to slab something. So here's a 58 Topps Braves Fitzbusters, okay? Fun card, got some legends on it. So you turn it the correct way to present it up and down, and there it is. It's great, it's great. Okay, here's where we come into problems. Here's a bazooka Walter Jones. For me to turn this the correct way and display it the correct way, up and down, vertically that is, I've got to turn it this way. And now the label is on the bottom, which is just absolute, it's too chaotic even for Eddie's cardboard chaos.
Oh, it's disgusting.
So I have had to, cards like this, and the Jack Johnson, pardon me. Yes, I did forget his name.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
I've had to just learn to display horizontally like that. And I guess we survive. Next up, I would say my binders. It's important to me that they are all white and are lined up together so they look fairly nice. Ironically, I'm not as picky about the labels. Some of them are peeling off, some of them are different fonts. I don't know why that is. I do have one binder that's not white. That is one that I got from Ranger Studios. I won. And that one I still like because it's special and it's different. And I keep my Mariners TTM in-person autographs in there. And yeah, that would be number 2. Number 3, I would call this an obsession. I have to save like shipping material and padded envelopes. Every time I go to buy one, you know, it's a $1.50, $2 that I could spend on cards. So why wouldn't I reuse it? And I even use them for eBay stuff, and I lower the shipping, probably lower than what most sellers are able to, because I use this. I never get a complaint about reusing something. And every once in a while, something's so taped up or so beat up that it can't be saved. and that's fine. Or you have to destroy it just to get it open, and that happens. What I really like is when I can pick something out of my box or my drawer, and every once in a while I'm sending something back to someone that sent it to me. So I just think that's kind of cool for some reason. But I'm not necessarily like a, super into recycling, but I am into, like, it makes sense to use. These have value still. It's just as padded now as it was when it was brand new. So why wouldn't I reuse it? That's it. Pretty simple. Like I said, my life's pretty chaotic. I'm not obsessive about a lot of things, but those three, particularly number one, that's a sticking point for me. Turn them the correct way. Even when you send them to me, I want to see them come out the right way. It just makes so much sense. John, thanks for this. And I think I'm caught up on my VRs. Something else will pop up. That's fine. Happy to do them. And until next time, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.